All right, my last thing with the Rodney case, Jager, the boyfriend. This video that the tow truck driver has. Gotta get it. Gotta get it. Gotta make sure that tow truck driver is telling the truth. For two, everyone believes Jager, that he wasn't there. And I keep asking this question in people's chats, you know, or asking around, why? Where did you hear that from? Well, because that's the video that he put out. That he wasn't there. So we don't know if he's telling the truth or not. Everyone acts like it's already been investigated, and the police have come to a determination that Jager wasn't there. But the police have never come out and said, we have eliminated these people from this case, her boyfriend being one. For two, that tow truck driver did say he's not sure if he's seen her Friday morning or Saturday morning or Sunday. But one of them 3 days, he's seen her at 11 o'clock in the morning. Her car was broke down. There was people there. They need the video of the tow truck driver, and it's easy to solve if he wasn't there or not, Jager. His phone records, the ping, if he said he was somewhere else, and he gets a phone ping, and it's, and the government, if that phone ping is anywhere near where that tow truck driver was at that time, then that places him there. So everyone is like, it's impossible. He wasn't even around there then. He was all the way out in Santa something, you know, 4 hours away, he's saying. Well, who's saying that? Did the police say that? No, but he did. And he posted, he made a couple posts. Yeah, he made a couple posts of a car that ain't his with music on it that he probably uploaded from somewhere else. And you could do that being anywhere in the world and say you're somewhere, but you really ain't. So yeah, that they're going to need that footage, tow truck driver, and even the tow truck driver sus. What if Jagger's telling the truth? He wasn't there. Maybe there was nobody around her. Maybe she was by herself. Maybe the tow truck driver is the last person that's seen her. Maybe Jagger was there with someone else that looked like Kiely. Maybe the reason they were acting easy, the tow truck driver said, well, he kept moving around the front of the car, jumping back and forth. Maybe Kiely was deceased already. Maybe they should be checking Boca Lake for any evidence, cell phone, anything. It didn't happen the way the tow truck driver said. And could have been the last person to find her or see her. I mean, so maybe. Here's the thing: the government needs to track and get phone records of Jagger, and they definitely need that footage now from that tow truck driver to prove that there was someone there, to prove it was caught. But for all we know, she could have been in the back of the vehicle, covered up, and that's why they were acting suspicious. Maybe it wasn't Kiely. Maybe it was someone else. We don't know, but they, just in case, to put everything to rest. We hope it was something simple as she was drinking too much and drove into the lake. We don't want the other option. We don't want something horrible. I would be I would be grateful that if the evidence showed that made a mistake and was drinking and driving, and this was a something that she did accidentally on her own, I would rather have that than some gory, sick crap that this world we live in. You don't know. They're all suspects. Even the tow truck driver looks suspect to me. If not in the Kiely case, another case that they're, I don't know. Everyone's sus. It's mad. That's easy to say. Everyone is sticking up for Jagger. I understand that. But did the authorities ever come out and say Jagger wasn't there? We already tracked his phone and talked to him and everything. He's got an alibi or whatever. No, they didn't. Who did? Jagger and his friends and Sammy or whoever else. No, Jagger wasn't there. He was 4 hours away. Well, says who? You know, the tow truck driver. I seen her. I worked on her car. Either it was Friday, Saturday, or Sunday at 11 o'clock. Okay. Hopefully he's got video. If not, he's sus. And would be the perfect alibi to take her car from Boca, where maybe the car was loaded on his, well, if he had a tow truck, he can tow it right to Prosser Lake and dump it right off into it and say, oh, yeah, her boyfriend. See, there was too much time that went by before the tow truck driver spoke up. So much time to where he had enough time to watch the case and see who were suspects. And that's another bad thing about social media. The killer might be watching the whole time. Why? For an alibi or to frame it on somebody. And a good week and a half went by before he noticed she was missing. Very interesting. A lot of scenarios, and I think I'm done with it all. Yeah, it's madness. I can tell you that much. Horrible. They need Jagger's phone records. They need Sammy's, Kate's, all of them. You got to go through all their phone records. Cell towers to see where they pinged. Real confirmation that Jagger was in one place and not another. You need the footage from the tow truck driver. And you got to check him out because now people are saying he looks sus. And he does. That pretty boy, innocent little face with a ball cap on. I don't know. Everyone we're checking. Everybody is a crime channel. Everyone's sus. And I could tell you this much. I don't know what happened. We hope. I shouldn't say we hope. I would rather it be that Kiely succumbed to something by her own mistakes, something other than something gory and abusive and as what we're starting to think. It's ugly. I hate it. Cheryl Zundel, hello, you're welcome here. Okay, I am done. That's my last opinion. And I think some other YouTubers are starting to figure it out. Either this was a horrible accident that she might have made a mistake herself, or what we all don't want is some devious, sick cover up. You know, really, what kind of, I don't know. All right, folks, have a good night. Be safe. Happy birthday, Kylie Rodney. God bless your soul. Rest in peace. Condolences to the family. And yeah, what a mess. What a mess. What a mess. The whole case for 2 weeks. The police never came out. But yet all these people were making videos. It couldn't have been Jagger. It can't be that. It can't be this. It can't be that. The whole AWP, the whole dang thing. Then the tow truck driver out of nowhere, a week and a half later after. Well, then I noticed her on a flyer missing, and put two and two together. And well, now you made yourself. If you don't have a video, and if that video ain't real, when does that video turn on and when does it shut off? Is it a 24/7 camera it runs? He don't even control the camera. The camera's set and it's running no matter what. Or there's numerous questions. Or he might have been the last one to see Kylie before the party. Because he did say in that video, I'm not sure if it was Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, but one of them days I seen her. And then a week or a week and a half, whatever it was later, he seen a flyer. He said that. It's on camera. I listened to him. He wasn't sure what day. You got to get that footage. Well, he was in a AAA. I don't know. Was it a tow truck? If it was a tow truck, now being in the crime community. Now we're thinking, well, she could have been alone. He could have had his way with her, killed her, whatever. Connected the vehicle to the tow truck, drove it out to pose her. Was watching the case the whole time to see, and then backed it and just rolled it right off the truck. And I mean, we got to really step up on surveillance, on everything, everywhere. The great eye in the sky. It's too bad we can't get live satellite footage without CIA or Congress or Pentagon. But yeah, this could be a foul thing. Well, so many theories, and I gotta wait until the professionals are done. It's gonna be a twisted mess right now. You're gonna see all kinds of videos out, all kinds of theories, all kinds of, even if it was an accident. YouTube won't be happy with that. Even if it is foul play, there'll be tons of all kinds of stuff. You'll have up church fans. Aha! He was right all. I mean, he'll just rub it in everybody's face. But what gets me is, how does he know this information before anyone else? That is sus. He's talking that he knew 5 days before anything. And what video was it? How did? This blows my mind. Yeah, you're right, Zundel. You're right about that. Wow, come on, professional. Come on, government. Don't let us down. Don't let us down. This is too suspicious. And then the tow truck driver happens to find AWP. Why did the dude not go to the sheriff's department or call them instead of finding AWP at a grocery store? Or was it a gas station or something? Come on, what is going on? That is suspicious to me. I'm thinking, I watch so much crime, I'm thinking this tow truck driver might be trying to cover his tracks. It's funny how the company he works for took the video and locked it up in a vault or something. I wonder if the police got that video. I'm wondering. Or is there a discrepancy right now with the company and their lawyers? Would they be liable for anything? I don't know. I don't think so. Unless it's not what that tow truck driver said. And he might have showed up there. And she might have been just alone. And it didn't work the way, I don't know. And supposedly I've seen a video saying that the tow truck driver that he works for is owned by his father. I don't know if that's true. But I did hear that in a video. And that would make sense if he's related to him. They'd lock the bit. They wouldn't want that. This is too much, man. I'm going back to playing music. And I can tell you folks this right now. If you don't think we got a problem in our country, God help you people. God help you people. If you don't think there's a problem in this country, accidents turning into cover-ups of an accident, which is still a crime. Kids just not paying attention, not telling the truth. We got a problem. I'll tell you what, Satan's at work here. We got a problem. And for people to say we don't have a problem in our country, I don't know what to tell you folks. This ain't good. This ain't good to have in a country. Here's another thing that might have been an accident, but they panicked. Here's something that might have been a simple accident, but we've been watching so many YouTube videos of drama and conspiracies. Now we all think everything is a dang conspiracy. And now we all have theories, and that's not good to have. And it actually ruins people's lives. Just the emotion of watching this stuff is horrible. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of work to do on this case. They need phone records. You know, here's the thing. All of them saying Jagger wasn't there. Sammy wasn't there. Kate wasn't there. All Matt or whatever her name is wasn't there. I'm asking around. Did the police come out and say this? No, they said it, and their friends said they weren't. Yeah, well, that's not the way it works. You know, when the authorities come out and say them people are cleared of the case and have nothing to do with it, then you can believe Jagger wasn't there, or Sammy wasn't there, or yeah, I would be looking in both lakes. Where that tow truck driver was, where he seen Sammy by that lake, Boca Lake, is where her car was died. I'd be looking around there for evidence in that lake, anywhere from that lake to Poser Lake, well, because they could have threw the phone. We don't know what happened. This could be a sick, twisted horror movie. Literally. Maybe there was no one there. Maybe it was Kiely and she was by herself. And the old tow truck driver might have, who knows? We don't know. Now, they're all proven innocent. They're all innocent until proven guilty. But this is how conspiracy starts. This is how theories, and sometimes this is how cases are solved. And it's turning into a madhouse. And Ryan Upchurch video, everybody's on Upchurch's, but everybody's everywhere. The mods or people coming into our chats, attacking us and leaving comments on our videos. If you don't, this is unbelievable. We don't have this problem in rock and roll. I'm going back to music and smiling and playing music and for a while, because this this crime stuff in this community. And what are we seeing? YouTubers that we thought were good people. These people are trying to save people's lives. Are wrapped up into more crap than. And you're like, no, this is some of them faking that they're private investigators and bounty hunters. And this is how they lure these women and kids. It ain't me. I'm a bounty hunter. You know, this is how these people do this, sick and mad. God save our souls. Unbelievable. And we all fall for it. It's unbelievable. And we feed into it. They better check it all out, boys. I hope the FBI is watching. I hope the CIA is watching. I hope Homeland's in on it. I hope they come down on these people like a ton of bricks if there was foul play. We don't know. Is it suspicious, Sammy and somebody, or a Jager and some woman? And here's the thing, everyone's like, they couldn't figure out the car was in neutral. You know what? Come on. Jager's posting all kinds of videos with cars. He's got his own car. I think Jager would have been able to figure out that the car was in neutral. Or drive. I'm sure he would have figured it out that the car won't start because it's in drive and put it in park. When the kid is doing nothing but posting photos of cars and his own car and everything, come on, you're telling me that kid couldn't figure out that the car was in park or drive? All he had to do was turn the key. If it went click, 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 what's the normal thing we do? You hit the brake and you sometimes the car won't start, so you got to take it out of park and you got to push it up a little bit harder. Or if it's in drive, what do you got to do? The car shuts off, it's in drive. It ain't going to start. What do you have to do? Put your foot on the brake and put it into park. And then the car starts up. I don't know. Maybe these kids were that dumb. Maybe they were that high on whatever they're smoking or injecting or whatever they're doing. It seems suspicious. Maybe he was going to kill her right there, but somehow she got a hold of, or he called her. I don't know. Something is fishy about this whole thing. You got to check Jager out. You can't go by all these kids that are saying they know Jager wasn't there. Did the police say that? FBI? Come out and make a press. These people are not involved with the case. No, they didn't. We seen this in the Delphi case. This is a pattern. Folks, if you can't figure out that this is a pattern, any psychiatrist would look at these cases and say, this is a pattern. We've seen this in the Delphi. The madness, the manipulation, and we're seeing it now. The Summer Wells case. Now this case, the Gabby Petito case, the Evansdale, this is a sick pattern. These people coming out and saying, no, they weren't there. We know this. How? Who told you that? Did the police? Well, no, her friend. Yeah, well, that's not the authorities. Her friend could be lying. Check them all out. All of them. Every single one of them. Tow truck driver, Jagger, Kate, whoever, Sammy, all of them. Hurry up with the autopsy and forensic. You got to get phone data, all this stuff. You got towers, data, pinging. Where was he? With the phone, we want proof, alibi. We need to know where Jagger was at that time. We need the footage of the tow truck driver. We need this stuff. We don't know if any of this is true. Any of it. It could all have been made up, trying to cover something up in their lives. Now I'm starting to sound like Ryan Upchurch. I'm going to sue YouTube and the crime community for brainwashing me into acting like everything is suspect. No, really, check them all out, folks. Don't take their words. Don't take anyone's word on it. Why? Do you want the truth? Because they're not police. Until the police come out and give a press release of what they know and who ain't involved and who is, and it was just an accident and nobody was involved. We don't know anything, and I'm done. You folks have a good night. God save my soul from this madness. How did this? It's like an entity, Lord. It's your mind goes, what if, what if, what if? And it's not good mentally, physically. And thank God I know when enough is enough. See you guys when the autopsy comes out. The forensics is done in toxicology. Then I'll be out on the Kiely case. I think I'm done. I'm done. Way too much. Everyone's suspect. Their stories ain't matching. 400 kids at a party. No one knows nothing. It's time to let the professionals come in. And they had their chance to tell the truth with no repercussions. The police made that clear. If you come forward now, there'll be no charges. That didn't happen. All bets off the table. Hopefully, it's just a grounding. If not, there's no deal on the table. As far as I'm concerned, they're all suspects. You folks have a good day. Be safe. Talk to you later. What time is it? It is 12:44 at night. I'm getting tired. Let me check my chat. Feeling second fiddle to a dead man. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Black Crows. Great band. Great lyrics. Sister Luck screaming out. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you folks have a good night. Be safe. Horrible. Just horrible. I'm praying. And I can't believe I'm praying that she just made a mistake. And she didn't know better. And she was just drinking too much. And she just made a mistake other than some sick idiots did something horrible. I don't know about you guys, but it's too much when you're praying that this little lady just made a mistake. And that's horrible. And that is horrible. Just the mistake and drinking and maybe going into a lake and drowning is horrible. But I would rather have that to find out that she was abused or something sexual or they did something very bad to her. And even that is even worse, horrible. And I'm sorry, but I got too much of a heart and temper. I shouldn't really be watching any more of this stuff because it ain't good. Now, you folks have a good night. Be safe. And yes, Raphael, I want to get back to just music all the time instead of once in a while now. And yeah, great band, Sister Luck. Feeling second. Yeah, the lyrics. Feeling second fiddle to a dead man. Yeah. Yeah, that's Black Crowes lyrics. Yeah, great band. But yeah, oh man, this is just, it's heartbreaking. You know, the whole world loves Kylie now. If you didn't know her, you know her now. And now the whole world's in love with her. And it's sad. It's really sad. You folks have a good night. I need to change my life, or at least some of the YouTube channels I watch or something. I don't know. This is eye-opening, spiritual, and a nightmare all in one. You folks have a good night. They better go through everybody, everyone, everything. This is why. This is this is why police should shine right now. This is why if they solve this case and they come to it was just a drowning and we got proof, okay? If they come to it was foul play and we are going to get these people, hey, this is where the police shine. This is where, when they solve cases like this, we say, this is why these guys do what they do. But if it's a mess and it's all corrupt and money buys the way or fame or whatever, we ain't going nowhere in this case. And that's why we don't know the truth about so many other cases. And God, find these truths and save these kids. And God, save us all. Good night.